Hi there, and thank you so much for tuning in and finding my page. All right, have you seen this trending makeup going around where people look like they're putting marks all over their face and then magically it blends together and you're like, that looks easy, but I don't think it's easy. Well, I am here to tell you that it is super easy. I have been using this makeup for almost 2 years, and I'm going to show you right now just how easy it is. No edited footage, no filter on the face. So here we go. My name is Kelsey Bunzy, and I am a crazy busy mom of 4. And you know what? Like, I love makeup. And you know what? Maybe you do too. And sometimes I feel like as moms or just busy career women, a lot of times we just kind of put our needs and like what we like to the back burner. I know, especially as a mom of 4, I totally do that. But when I found this makeup and I started using it, my confidence started building, and I actually enjoyed getting ready, like putting on non-jogging pants or yoga pants every day, like actually putting on some makeup and some real clothes. So let me show you how I transformed my entire wardrobe, my entire life, just based off of a simple, easy makeup application, and I can't wait to share it with you. All right, so this is what it is. This is my own personal palette. In the comments, you're going to see a link that shows you how to get color match. So getting color match is super important. We need to make sure we get the right shades for you, because sometimes, if you get drugstore makeup, or sometimes even if you go to a beauty counter, you get it home, and then you're like, I don't think that was right for me. So let me help you. I can help you. I know it seems crazy, but I promise that I can. This makeup is amazing, and we have color ranges for all shades of skin. It's a simple 3-step process. 3 steps. Hence why I feel like we call it 3D foundation. That's not why we call it 3D foundation, but 3 colors now make up your entire foundation, and it's contouring, concealing, and your foundation all in 1 step, or 3 steps, let's say. All right, let's start. This is my contour right here, this darker color, and I know that looks crazy and it looks dark and intimidating, but this is a cream-based makeup product. So when you're applying a cream-based makeup product, a little bit goes a long ways, and you can already see it just kind of melts to the skin. I am using our detail brush to contour with. It's my favorite brush to contour. So when you contour, you're going to contour around the forehead. Make sure you're blending it up into the hairline, okay? Just a little bit of product goes a long ways. Next, contouring under the cheekbone. So sometimes this makes people a little uncomfortable because they feel like they're putting too much darkness on their face, or you're just not quite sure of where to apply. Here's what I like to do, or show people. Put 2 fingers right beside the side of the nose, and you're going to start your placement right there, kind of see where it hugged under the cheekbone, and then you're just going to trace it all the way up. And I'm just kind of dabbing as I go because that starts the blending process. You can do just the general, just kind of marking everywhere and then blending. But I find that sometimes when you do that, you overblend. So if you blend as you go, it makes the blending process easier. Look, you can already tell. Look, I have cheekbones now. All right, so you contour along the forehead, right under the cheekbones, and right at the jawline. Now, I like to stop kind of right here because I don't want to create too much darkness under my chin. Because I don't want my face to look too full or round. So, but you can certainly go all the way under the chin, okay? And then all you're gonna do is just blend it down, just like that, okay? I'm using that same color, and I'm going over here, right under the cheekbones. And remember, blending as I go. Another way you can do it is think about the number 3. You can start here, under the cheekbone, under the jawline. That's another way that you can also do your contour placement. Okay, next I'm going to switch over and use a smaller brush, but you certainly, guys, you can use your finger, or you can switch your brush over and use the smaller end. I'm just showing you so that it's a little bit more in detail, and you're just going to sculpt out the nose. Our colors are extremely pigmented, so a little bit of product, like I said earlier, goes a long ways. And it gives you amazing coverage. So when you're contouring at the nose, you want to keep the line as close to the center as you can, leaving a little space. So I do have a little bit wider of a nose. Some people's lines are going to be a little bit slimmer, and that's okay, because guess what? We are all unique and beautifully made. Okay, so you can also, I like to contour, I'm just using that same brush, the bottom lip. If you want to kind of make your lips look a little bit more pronounced, you can go all the way around lightly, but really focusing just on that bottom lip. Okay, so I contoured. See? Super easy. Now I'm going to go to my main highlight color. Okay, this is my main highlight color right here. Okay, so think of this as kind of your foundation. Your foundation is not going to be going all over the face. We're actually just going to, I like to say we hug around the contour. Sorry, I'm looking down to find the brush that I want to use. Okay, this is the Buff brush. Okay, this is a full coverage brush. So with cream-based makeup, it's actually about your brush, not so much about how much product you put on the face. So to get a full coverage, the Buff brush that we have is amazing. And that's the one that I'm going to use for my main highlight color. All right, so I'm just dabbing the product on the brush. And I'm just going to do the same application that I did earlier. And I'm going to dabbing the product in. Now, you can swipe, okay, especially if you want less product. So if you swipe, you're going to get less product in areas. So maybe you have a lot of fine lines, wrinkles. Putting too much product over fine lines and wrinkles will settle in those areas. So maybe you don't want your creases to show up a little bit more. I like to call those wisdom lines because as we age, we earn them, right? So just remember that whenever you're going over fine lines, wrinkles, stuff like that, you want to make sure you're just putting a little bit of product over those areas. So as you can see, when I tap into the product, it's just very lightly. And I'm just dabbing it along. And the same thing under here. Okay, so like I said, I like to hug around my contour. So I'm not putting my main highlight shade in the corners, very much over in this area, not in the center of the nose. And I'm going to show you why, because we have another product coming on just a second. And those are the areas that you need to kind of brighten up. Okay, so the main highlight shade, which is now your kind of foundation color, or in terms of foundation, it just kind of went around the contour placement. Okay, so really you want to make sure that this main highlight shade is going right here in the center of the eye. I put a little bit more on that other side, but it's okay. I can blend it all out. That's the beauty of this product. It really does blend amazingly. Okay, so next I'm going to apply my brightening highlight. So my brightening highlight is just creating brightness to the face in areas where we might tend to have some darkness. I know I tend to get redness around my nose. So you're creating, you know, when you see those people, these amazing, gorgeous models, and they have their makeup on and it's like super beautiful and bright and their eyes like bright, like that's what we're doing. We're lifting the face up. We're creating, giving ourselves some youth back, right? Okay, so your brightening highlight should only be about a shade or two lighter than what your main highlight shade is. So this is my brightening highlight right here. The contour color that I used was Saints Astoria. And then I used Amber as my main highlight color. And then I'm using Aura as my brightening highlight color. Now, I went ahead and put on my eyeshadow just so you could kind of see the full face after it's finished. I will create more videos on how I like to do eyeshadow that's quick, it's easy. When I build eyeshadow palettes for women, I like to go based off of eye color, and I like to give a little eye chart that shows you what color to kind of put where. All right, do you see how it just kind of made my eyes a lot brighter? And then you're going to take that same color and just go down the center of the nose. And then I like to just kind of fan it up through here. Now, I know you've seen me switch and use multiple different brushes, but when you're getting started with this cream-based makeup line, I started with one brush because I didn't know what in the world I was doing, and I needed it to be quick and easy. So I started with one brush. There's one brush that I recommend all of my customers to use when starting out because of the two different types of ends that it has. So I'll tell you all about that later on. All right, so also what I did to kind of create some more cheekbones is I took my brightening highlight shade and just traced right under you can see how my nose gets red. There we go. Right under the contour line on the cheek. Okay, so guess what? That was it. I know I took a lot of time explaining, but that's it with the placement. So now you can blend. So there's two different methods of blending. You can blend with the brush or you can blend with a sponge. It just depends. Sometimes if you're watching this and you do have aging skin and maybe you do have some fine lines, wrinkles, you might want to consider a makeup sponge, and you can dampen the sponge and kind of dab the makeup in and it kind of works it through. I like using the smaller end of our blush and bronzer brush. The fluffier the brush, the less coverage that you get. So that's why this brush is amazing for bronzer, because it's fluffy so that you're not getting so much darkness all over the face, you know. I don't like that side as much for blending. I like to use the blush side. It's just a little bit more compact with the bristles together. But do you see? Like, there's no editing here, guys. I have no filter on my camera, my phone. And all I'm doing is I'm just dabbing. I'm just dabbing over the makeup. When you're starting out, one rule that I like to say is start over the same shade first. So maybe go over kind of all your main highlight area first, and then do your contour last, since it's a little bit on the darker side. Okay, everything I used came out of this one palette, including the eye makeup that I have on. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is do my cheeks. I like to do my lips and my cheeks last because usually I will use the same color as my lip and cheek color, but not always. So I'm using this color right here just because it's a light kind of, it's called Tropicana, and I think that's amazing word or name for this color. It's a very tropical, kind of corally, but it's really light. So this is a great everyday, especially in the summer, just kind of cheek color. So where do you put that? I just put it right above. I put it actually just on my cheekbone. So your contour goes right under the cheekbone. I just dabbed a few dots of this with my finger, and then I just took that blush end of the blush and bronzer brush, and I'm just blending it in. I'm telling you guys, this makes a huge difference with your makeup application, just adding a little bit of color and just helping your skin glow and get that youthful glow back. So I'm going to use that same color on my lips, and it is the winter time, and I probably should have put some kind of hydrating gloss on prior. But you can see, goes on beautifully. We have a wide range of colors. So everything from my eyebrows to my eye makeup to my foundation, contour, concealer, everything in one palette goes on the face. I can put a little bronzer on for you so you can see. And where I put bronzer is just really lightly over the areas where the sun kind of kisses your face. I think wearing bronzer year-round is great, just to kind of keep some warmth on the face. And you can adjust your bronzer shade throughout the year, so you can use a lighter one in the winter and a darker one in the summer. But that's it. So honestly to goodness, you can see it was super easy. took me, I know this video is going on 15 minutes, but that's talking and explaining. But I can do a full face of makeup in under 10 minutes. If it's just a quick kind of mommy day out where I need to run a ton of errands and I still want to put my makeup on, I can do my basic 4 colors, which is my main highlight, my brightening highlight, my contour, and my lip and cheek. 5 minutes, I'm out the door. It's great for traveling. Put it in a diaper bag or a briefcase or, you know, purse. All right, so I hope that this kind of helped show you in real time, no filter, no crazy editing of a video, how super easy this cream makeup concept is. This is called Saint Beauty. Saint Official if you're looking online. But I would love to help you get set up. There's, like I said, in the comments under this video, if you click on it, there's going to be a link that shows you how to get a color match. And it's super easy. You just fill out the form, answer all the questions in detail, submit a selfie, and I will take care of the rest. I return customized makeup palettes in 1 day's time. So give me 24 hours. Most of the time it's under 24 hours. And it'll be ready to order, ships to your door super quick, and you can get started and start having that youthful glow come back to your skin as well. So I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to chatting more with you on here and giving more simple, easy, quick makeup tips and tricks for that busy mom or busy woman always on the go, because I know that I am, and anything that works for me I love to share with you. Have a wonderful day, and I look forward to color customizing and building your makeup palette and showing you more makeup goodies. All right, bye.